Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen McKee, the founder and president of LabTech International Limited, and I'm here together with Nyoman, our manager for R&D department at LabTech. And today we're going to share with you a new product that we have coming out in the top of the line part of our training program for automotive technology. And this is about hybrid vehicles. And today we got a very, very special project for you, one that you're unlikely to see anywhere else in the world. LabTech has developed this with Toyota, and so we're presenting to you Toyota Prius Generation 4 sectioned and cut in all of its glory. And so this is an amazing piece of kit here that we have also connected to a computer that will be showing some digital animation up here. And so today we're going to run through this as a quick demonstration video between Nyoman and I of what we're doing. So Nyoman, can you turn this on for us, please?
Sure. We have the control panel here. This to control everything actually, the software and also all the parts in the vehicle.
So as you can see here, this is in Bahasa, Indonesia, because this is going to go into a Toyota Experience Center in Jakarta where the public can be educated about hybrid vehicles. How does a hybrid vehicle function? What is the technology? Why is this important to you as a consumer? What does a hybrid vehicle offer for us, the advantages? And so part of understanding those advantages is understanding the technology that goes with this. And it's complicated. Hybrid vehicles are the most complicated vehicles on the road ever. It's the only one that combines mechanical and electrical items in it. And the control in the interface is quite astounding. So we have here a diagram. What we're mimicking out here is first let's change the language. We're going to put this to English now. Now it's in English, as you can see. And we have a digital rendering of the Prius Generation 4 here, which has been done by our digital department, right?
Right, yeah.
And here we have modelers and we have scanners. So we've been scanning in the 3D parts. We've also been modeling them and animating them. And the digital modelers have created this 5 different states of operation are the common ones. This is the easy way to understand this. And so the first is the steady on state. So are we in the steady on state right now, Neil?
Yes, exactly. This on the start position. So I will move it to the ready on state like this.
Ready on state. Okay. So the ready on state now, as you can see, the lights have come alive. Tell us about the LEDs, Nyoman, about this, what they're for.
Thank you. So basically, as we have seen on the 3D modeling of the Toyota Prius, basically they have high voltage battery over here. There's this one. This is the battery and it is here. And then we have other components here. There's we call it power control unit. Yeah, that one. And then we also have the motor generator 2, and then motor generator 1, and then the power split device or PSD. Yeah, that one. And then also the engine. Yeah, that's the engine. So that's actually the main components of the Toyota hybrid.
So you're saying that it's got one engine. This is a petrol engine in this case,
exactly
right?
Right.
And we have 2 electrical motors,
exactly
right? So
yeah.
what are the difference between these 2 motors? Why do we have 2? Why not just 1?
Yeah, very good question. So there are 2 motor generator. It is a motor and also can be used as a generator. So the motor generator 1 is actually the motor generator. From the picture we can see it is connected directly to the engine. So it is used to start the engine actually. So this hybrid car doesn't use special starting motor.
There's no starter motor.
Yeah, it is the starting motor.
It is the starter motor.
It is the starter motor. So that's the MG1. And the MG2 actually is the main motor. The main motor of the hybrid system, which is used to drive the wheels during the low speed and also during the full acceleration. And also the MG2 also very important during the braking, because it used to regenerate the power from the wheels, the energy from the wheels to be reused to charge the battery.
That's amazing.
So, yeah,
so we'll see how these things work as we go through these modes then. So, okay, let's try the first mode to see what happens. So we have low speed. So we have a touchscreen control, by the way, because this is the period of COVID. And so this is a no-touch display here. which is
Right.
pretty interesting. So, okay, you can see that this is flashing. We're now in low speed here. So this is when you are just moving at what is low speed? Under what? How fast?
So the low speed actually in the Toyota hybrid, it uses the power from the battery.
Right.
The energy from the battery.
From the battery over here.
From battery over here. So we can hear this, the energy flow from the battery is directly to the PCU and drive the MG2 to drive the wheels. While during the low speed we use the battery. So, sorry, this is also the simulation of the rotation of the wheels. So during the low speed, the hybrid car uses the battery because during low speed the engine actually not very efficient. The torque of the engine is low actually during the low speed. So that's why the motor is
Yeah,
more
because if you
useful.
have a power torque curve for a motor, at
Exactly.
low speed, it's not very efficient. It's
Right.
only when you get up to 2,000 or so RPMs and above, it takes off. That's why we have transmissions.
Exactly,
for
right,
that.
exactly.
So and that's why electric vehicles are much more efficient. They don't have transmissions, do they?
Yes, right, exactly.
Because their torque curve is just flat.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So that's why during the low speed, it uses the power from the battery.
So you get the best of both worlds then
Yes,
on here.
right.
And the extended range of having a petrol engine,
Exactly,
then.
right.
Cool.
So the flow we can see from the battery is the green color from this. Go through the PCU and go down to the motor generator 2, MG2, and then goes to the wheels.
Right. And there's a special device that when we take a close-up, you can't quite see it, but we have other sectioned items that show this of the, what we call in here, this PSD. And that takes power from everything, right, and transmits it to the wheels.
Right, you're exactly right. So the PSD actually the power split device which combines the power from the engine, from the battery. It's very the most important part actually in the hybrid transaxle, because during the regenerative braking it used to transfer the energy from the wheels to the motor generator too.
Right.
But especially during the normal speed when the engine is running, so it actually connect the engine to the MG1.
Okay.
So and
So
then
that's why we see that shaft
yes,
connecting
right.
to the MG1 there.
So it actually a kind of a CVT transmission. So it doesn't has a gear here to change gear first or second or third gear. So it's running like a CVT.
like a
continuous.
constant velocity transmission. So
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
about the closest thing we have, because this is unique to a hybrid vehicle, the
That's
PST,
right, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's kind of an evolution of a CVT. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah,
Oh, I
right.
see. Okay, interesting. So this is low speed. So in summary, low speed, we had the energy coming from the battery and powering the wheels, and this would be like you're going 5, 10, 20 kilometers an hour, not so fast, and you're not accelerating
Yeah,
too
so-
much.
yeah, right.
Because the earlier versions of hybrids were known to be rather sluggish, and they didn't accelerate very well. But now that problem has really been overcome, where they can be quite quick, actually. And particularly Generation 4 is fantastic vehicle.
The hybrid call it EV mode.
mode.
EV modes, yeah.
Right. And been developing where the future hybrids will be able to be plugged in and the battery charged up just like an EV. So they'll have slightly larger batteries in the future, and they could be more EV mode. Okay. So let's go then to the next one, which is full acceleration.
Yes. Okay.
mode.
After the low speed, usually we have to accelerate the car.
To go faster, you want to pass somebody, and you want to take off then.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is we
see
call
what
it
happens.
acceleration. Yeah.
Full acceleration mode.
This is acceleration.
Okay, so now we're in full acceleration mode. You see it's in this portion of the function. We can see the function of this. And you can see that now you're in accelerating mode where you have maximum engine power. And to do this, as I understand it, is it that the MG1 and the petrol engine comes to life? It's started by the MG1
Yes, exactly.
then, because it's not running yet. So that starts it, and then you got both of those power sources together. Is that what's going on? So show us on the engine
So
here.
from the lighting system, we can see here the energy flow. Energy comes from the battery.
Still using the energy from the battery, right?
Battery, and at the same time the engine is running to supply more energy, so it is actually double the energy, the power. So during this one, we can feel the very responsive acceleration, very quick acceleration and very responsive. So there's the energy comes from the engine and also from
Now, the modes of this is controlled by the power control unit, so it decides for you according to the program. So let's look at the lights on this again. Let's go back to low speed. So we'll go on to the low speed, and
yes, it's low speed.
okay, low speed. So the engine is now
Yeah,
on the lights there.
power.
And so point to that and
during
let's show
this one,
everybody that this is
we can
so
feel
this
the
is now
very
information. Boom. Okay, like that. So that's when that comes on, and that's what this interactive display is doing. We're relating what's happening theoretically and in an animation to the physical vehicle here, which makes this display just so amazing. I mean, it took me quite a while, my background is automotive, to really understand what the hybrids were about. And this just makes it so any person could understand it, doesn't it? Yeah?
Yeah, right.
And you can see here also there's another diagram which shows the functions. And so right now we're getting battery energy, we're getting engine energy, and in the low speed mode the engine wasn't happening, you know, during this. And this is actually a very useful thing. And you can see that the engine is now alive and it's running in this mode, whereas before it is not running. So in the low speed this is off now. And so it's not running. So we go back to full acceleration. So it's really only during that acceleration, you're not using the engine that much. When else does the engine come on?
Okay, very good question, sir. So the engine actually will be run, it will run very efficient during a certain speed. For example, above of 2000 RPM, the engine running very efficient. So we can see from this chart, so the engine power maximum efficiency here. So on that state, the hybrid technology, the hybrid system use the engine to power the vehicle.
Right. So is that what's happening during normal driving?
Exactly.
So, okay, here we're now on normal driving. Okay, I see what you're saying. So in normal driving, the engine is still on, but it's not using, it's cruising, like you're cruising down the road at 100 kilometers an hour or 55 miles an hour, and you're not accelerating, you're just, you know, barely at that point. In a normal vehicle, you just barely be touching the accelerator, you got more power than what you need. So it's using part of that power with the MG1 to convert and store the energy going back to the battery and top up the battery then. Is that what?
Exactly right. So because during the acceleration, we use the power from the battery, we use the energy from the battery. During the low speed, we use the energy from the battery. That means the level of the battery state will be reduced. So we need to charge the battery sometimes. So in this case, engine will charge the battery.
So it's going through the MG1 in this case, and then the electricity is flowing back, and you can see the battery is filling up here. Back
yes,
here.
right.
And also here.
The other thing also, once the battery is full, and then the energy from the engine also split it to added power to the MG2.
Okay.
So yeah, and then go to more, give the more power to the wheels. So that's actually the function of PCU and also the PSD during that time.
So as we can see here, during normal driving, you're in this area where excess power is being stored back to the battery, and that's why you have such a long range in this. You're really just only using the engine when you need it, and you can go long distances in a Prius right now. You can go much farther than you can in electric vehicles, and plus the thing is, you don't have to actually plug in. You just top up a little bit of gas or petrol, and you know, away you go. They're fantastic for long trips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very economical too.
Economical.
Sort of miles per or kilometers per liter.
Yeah, there's in the normal driving, there's it will be much more efficient compared to the normal engine, the conventional engine.
Double,
almost double, maybe 25, 30 kilometers per liter. Yes, right. Yes, Normally, it might be 14 kilometers per 1 liter. This one is 30 kilometers per 1 liter. It's very efficient.
Double performance. So it only takes half the fuel.
Half the fuel, yeah.
But they're not twice the cost of a normal vehicle. It's just a little bit more. In fact, really, in some cases, they're not more at all because you get, particularly with Toyota, you're getting a great Toyota vehicle. And they're offered also in Camry too as well. There's hybrid, and it's not just the Prius, but this technology is similar, is it?
Yes, right, you're right. So the Camry and now become more and more Toyota car using the hybrid technology.
I think they have some of the best hybrid technology around. They were one of the early ones, and they really put a lot into the developments. So then so we've gone through normal. We got one more state here. I think this is always one of the most interesting ones. This is regenerative braking. So let's try that and tell us what's going on here for regenerative braking.
Okay, so from the diagram we see there's the energy flow from the wheels to the motor and then goes to the battery. So in here we can see also goes from the wheels, goes to the MG2 for the PCU and then to the battery. Same thing also we can see here there's the energy, the green color means the regenerative energy come from the wheels. It goes actually to the motor generator 2, then goes to the PCU, power control unit, and then recharge the battery.
So when this is happening and you're actually braking, when you push on that brake pedal, are the brakes actually working?
Yeah, so that's very good question actually. Actually for the hybrid vehicle, even when we release the accelerator pedal,
right,
it is
braking.
It is braking.
You can feel it brake.
So it uses the waste energy from the wheels to recharge the battery.
So actually when you brake, you really don't have to push on the brake pedal, you just let off the accelerator. And because you have you're telling the PCU there's no energy, that you don't want to be going, and it just starts to stop. But not terribly fast, but at a moderate rate. And so if you just want to slow down, you don't even have to tap on the brake then.
Right?
Right.
But when we press the brake,
that activates the brakes.
Yeah, there's the brake, yeah.
Very interesting. So you can see here that all that energy then is captured and then put back to the battery. And so it really captures a lot of the energy from stopping the momentum of the car and then putting it back into the battery again.
Yeah, so the good points here actually, there is no wasted energy. So all energy is used. Yeah.
It's a very green car, isn't it?
Yes, really green. Yeah. Right.
Very nice. Well, we've had a lot of fun doing this project together with Toyota. It's really pushed our R&D department, which is why Nyoman is here with me today to explain about this, to integrate in developing this beautiful system, which by the way is finished with a beautiful pearl finish on here that's absolutely iridescent. The camera doesn't do it justice. And then integrating in the control panels with the animations and with the vehicle here to make this fantastic educational experience is very interesting. So some of this technology also for our viewers that know LabTech and know that we do sectioned all types of sectioned items and simulations and simulators and testing equipment and training equipment for automotive, electrical, IT, electronics, air conditioning, refrigeration, renewable energies, green. In fact, this is part of our green.
Yes, right.
And automotive, both. But it uses everything. It's electrical, it's electronic, it's a computer on wheels, it's also automotive. But automotive is becoming more electrical, electronic, and IT. It's becoming less mechanical over time,
right.
And as the electric vehicles come out, there will be less moving parts and things like this, which is a fantastic evolution. And this is important for not just consumers to understand, but of course mechanics and your service people who we train in many countries. LabTech's equipment is used in over 80 countries around the world to teach mechanics and technicians about this type of technology. So what Nyoman and his team has pioneered, we will be seeing some of this come out into our regular line, particularly the level of sectioning and the LEDs we're already using in our standard products right now. And the fact to have this integration, we also have the LabTech Academy that has full content of learning about hybrid vehicles. We're coming on designing on electrical vehicles, but also the regular things from basic electricity, electronics for automotive to starter motors, fuel systems and things like this. The Lab Tech Academy is very interesting.